I don't have a script for this one, and I guess I have to improvise, but it's probably the most difficult to improvise, this one, because it is about improvisation. And I guess this chapter too is more about felt experience, which some people believe is a big aspect of the Metamodernist movement. To me though, I think the biggest aspect is stuff tied in with the autoethnography, and I think really stream of consciousness, improvisation, they all tie in with really this autoethnography in a way, because you are looking outwards, but you are projecting everything from inwards, and there's, if that makes any sense, you are only looking for things to find outside of yourself, but everything is all directed back to yourself. And in design and research, you shouldn't really use yourself because it doesn't address the needs of other people. But with this kind of approach, it's talking about addressing the needs of yourself in order to help other people, in order to address the needs of other people. It's more about the paradoxical nature between auto and ethnography, for example, between internal and external. And it's not a conflict as it was like in postmodernism. It's more of a counterbalance, a constant shifting, of interplay between the two. Using the brief, Explain Metamodernism, I will show how this approach can be applied. For this project, I created my own autoethnography, trying to research metamodernism, trying to put myself in the shoes of this culture that I was reading about in all my literature about the subject. And what I will say is that there are insights of the autoethnography that you cannot get, you literally cannot get from anything else. They are not easily able to be articulated because they are so subjective. And with that, when you talk about these realizations, you find them maybe not as accurate somehow, but really, in fact, they are, in a way. They come from a place of full honesty. So a lot of people talk about autoethnography as a performance, and I really didn't think this was very true, but the sensory autoethnography video that I ended up giving was actually in fact a performance. It was an unintentional one, but what happened was I spent actually a month researching on myself in various formats and had planned to curate a video, and what happened was maybe similar to this very video. I started saying some other stuff, and then all of a sudden it changed. I guess it became more appropriate that way in the change. It's hard to say, but maybe I gained an understanding through the readings I was doing, through observing myself and having to write things down and having to record myself and having to curate this and the whole entire process and trying to figure it out. Maybe I learned something else that wasn't apparent until the very end, until the last minute when I just took a video of myself at random.